People think that patents are granted to only complex technologies. However, it is a myth. Patent can be granted to simple inventions. However, they will have to qualify with three criteria, that is novelty, technical advancement, and industrial applicability. Obtaining patent is not always about inventing, highly complex solutions. So the other thing is that there are, many times it happens that research happens and then thereafter it comes to tangible form also. Model is also prepared, but the industries, those are not ready for purchasing the technology. Or many times you see that when you are licensing the technology to the companies, you are unable to affix an amount that on what basis that particular technology should be valued. So patent valuation is also one of the important feature, or an important step which actually helps in the calculation of the business potential of a patent. And it is basically useful for universities when they are out licensing the patents to the private companies. So there are also, patent valuation is also a very subjective study, and there are basically three approaches. First approach is the cost approach, which means based on which there is actually an estimate of the value of a technology, and this particular estimate is actually derived from the cost that has been involved in developing that particular technology. So whatever, let's say if someone comes to a particular X amount of cost in developing that technology, then you can assign that particular value to the technology when you are licensing it. The other approach is the market approach. In this approach, the technology, it is compared with the other existing products which are there in the market based on similar platforms or based on similar technology. So by that way you come to a specific amount or the specific number. And the third approach is the income approach. Income approach is actually based on a lot of calculation which evaluates an asset based on the level of income that can be expected by utilizing the asset. So it is based on actually various factors. This is also known as discount cash flow. So based on all these three approaches, we come to a specific range of the value of the technology, which can be sold, or which can be used at the time of licensing to the technologies. So this kind of study is also very important whenever you are dealing with companies for licensing out. So with this, I would like to thank you for listening, or having my session, and we can have question answer right now or later, but whatever is comfortable.
Any questions? I think after the sir lecture, there should be any questions. Thank you, ma'am, for this informative session. We learned various important topics like stages to successful research in product, what is patent, important facts regarding patent, and patent evaluation and management. Thank you so much, ma'am. It was very informative session, and we really learned various important aspects. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I'm going to introduce our second eminent speaker, Chandan Kumar sir. Sir has 7 years of experience in patent domain. He is working with RNA IP attorney as a senior patent associate. He has expertise in patent application drafting, patent prosecution, patent application filing, and patent searching. Now, I'm requesting to you, Chandan sir, please enlighten all of us with your expertise. Chandan sir.
दिए अब दूसरा करो उनकी बेटी की शादी है नवंबर में तो बोल रही है तुम लोगों को शादी आज करके उसका बाला पैदा कर लेना चाहिए था यार हमें ये काम है
Sir, your voice is not
तुम्हें वो बच्चा पैदा करना चाहिए था
हेलो
ये क्या हमें बार बार ये हो रहा है कि यार मैं सरकार से क्या स्टैंड का स्टार्टअप चल रहा है अलग ही
Hello.
आपको बोल सकते
Kangsha.
हैं
We can start.
मैम प्लीज आप
मिसर आवाज नहीं जा रही नहीं जा रही है चलिए
Sir, we can hear you. You can start the next slide.
सेवन हो गया और ट्राई करो जैसे करो हाँ कर दूंगा आपको क्यों डरा आपको
Hello, Chandan sir. We can hear you and we can also see your slides. You can shift to the next slide.
Miss Mommy. This one is a little narrower of in comparison of landscape search. Also, for all the institutions, there is very much essential to do the prior art search. This is the most relevant type of search which is related to the institutions. So I will go through some example how to conduct a prior art search. So as you might be aware that while traveling in the aeroplanes to the different time zones, people do get a jet lag. So there are different apparatus for treating this jet lag. So as you can see in the figure 1, this is the type of Google which is used to treat a jet lag. So first it is very much important to understand the particular invention. What is your invention? So summary of invention is that it disclosed a light therapy device for managing a body clock of a user. The light therapy device includes a mask unit, an electronic processing device. The mask unit has a light emitting panel having plenty of light emitting source and a controller optically coupled to the light emitting panels for controlling the operational characteristics of light emitting source. So see, first we have to identify the key technical features. So what I have identified at this for key feature 1, I have identified that a light therapy device having a IR spectacles unit which is configured with LED, lights, a battery, a controller, a Bluetooth device and a communication interface. And second key feature is a curing sleep disorder or a jet lag. And third key feature is programmable. It is controllable by a smartphone, having a smartphone application. And fourth key feature is sensor for measuring the intensity of ambient light, body temperature and user touch. So after identifying the key features, you have to also identify the several types of words and their synonyms. See, usually patent applications are drafted by particular persons, so particular persons are independent to use different types of words. So if you are using only a specific words, then you can miss different types of patent application. So for that, you have to identify the different types of synonyms to cover all these patent applications. So light, for example, for light, I have identified the illumination, radiance, radiation or LED or diode. And for therapy, I have identified the treatment, cure, key, remedy or aid. And for device, you can also it as apparatus, accessories, appliance, equipment or gadget. So like that, you have to identify all the keywords, what are the key features. You can see on this PPT. And after identifying these synonyms, you can just frame a keyword search. So usually what is happening that you conduct different types of search. First we do the keyword search, after that ITC search, and after that we do citation search, and after that it is the inventor search, and after that it is applicant search. See, this is the search string what I have framed for conducting this search. So for this one is the rest or snap or sleep or fatigue or tired. These are the simple synonyms. And after that I have used the therapy or treat or curation or heal for the treatment. See, and these are some near-term operators what we are using to while doing the search. So this is the interface of WIPO patent search, which is also you can also conduct on this WIPO patent. This is the World Intellectual Property patent database. This is the free database only. You can do the patent search here also. This one is the Google patent search. As you might be doing different types of searches on this Google patent also. This is the interface of that. This one is the interface of European patent search database. These all are the worldwide database. You can get different patent applications from different countries also. These databases. And this is the interface of US patent database search. And this one is the interface of Indian Patent Office database. See, after conducting a search, I got these types of relevant results. First one is this one, second one is this one. So after going through this all these relevant documents, what I got in the patent search, after that I just filtered out all these relevant IPC IPC is the International Patent Classification. This has been done to just identify the particular field. Like this one is the A61 and 50. These all are the IPCs which are written in the bar graph. And below that you can see the meaning of that particular IPC. For A61 and 500 it is radiation therapy, and for G0267 double slice is optical parts. So like that you can identify different types of IPC relevant to your particular search. And after that you can also conduct the IPC search on the databases. You can also conduct inventor search also. If you, after going to this all the relevant results, if you filtered out all these patent applicants and inventor, so you can also specifically run the inventor's name also, and by doing that you can also get the relevant results. See, after doing relevant inventor search, I got these types of relevant results. So I think this session will be very much helpful to you to get the patent search easily. So this is my part. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Any questions from audience? Hello. Is there any questions? Hello. Yes, please.
I just want you to know that, let's say if you publish the papers, and I also come to know that we cannot file the patent after publishing. So let's say in some case that we have published a document that has a patent information, and someone else applied for the similar patent before us. So what would be the scenario? What would are the chances for us to work on that?
So, sir, just to understand your question, you are saying that someone has already filed the patent application before your publication?
No, I'm saying that I've done the research paper and I've done the publication, and after that I realized that I published something that can be applied for the patent. So now I cannot apply for the patent, but if someone else apply for the patent by considering my research paper, is
No, he will also not be able to get the patent because it is already in the public domain and it is already published. So when the patent office will search whether this idea is new or not, they will find your publication already there before the filing date of that patent application. So the third person also, he also cannot get the patent.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sir. Ma'am, is there any other question?
I don't think so. There is another question, so I think we can wind up. Akansha, is there? Thank you, Chandan sir, for this informative session. We learned various important topics based on patent search like validity search, landscape search, state of art search, prior art search, and citation search, and many more important topics. Thank you so much, sir,
Thank you
for
very much.
this. Thank you, sir.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure, sir, sure.
So I just wanted to know that when you apply for a patent, is there any kind of education or the qualification is required considering the particular domain? Let's say I'm doing a research in my PhD and the kind of that I do something related to engineering or agriculture. That's not my domain. My domain is design. So is there any the problem for me if I'm from the different field?
No, sir, no any problem.
You can always do it. It is not mandatory that only the electric, domain people will have innovations in
Okay.
electric domain, or software engineers will only innovate in software domain. It is not necessary. So innovation has no limit. It can, it can come to you at the time when you are working at home in some very different field or very, not so relevant field with respect to your professional education and experience. So don't worry, if you get any idea in any different field, even then you can file a patent.
Okay, thank you. Much appreciated.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am, and apologies once again for the technical glitch that happened today.
No issues, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.